Okay, so now let me show you how I use a functionality called Smart Art. Okay, so you go to the insert and then you pick Smart Art. Now, what Smart Art is essentially something sort of like how would I put it, a shape that helps you to uh, integrate words as well as pictures in a way that it looks really neat and really tidy. And there are different ways, there are different smart arts in there. So let me show you how it works. So let's say, for instance, I'm talking about a cycle, like things are going, round and round. Okay, so I pick this and it puts in the presentation for me. All right. So I'm going to actually put this on the next page. All right. So this is how I use Smart Art. Okay. So I put it on the next page. Still doing that same thing. So what I should have done was actually go to layout and look for a blank page, and then it won't have that annoying background. So, okay. So uh, it's got that smart art for me. Now, what is the key thing to note about this? That essentially smart art is when you want to integrate something pictorial with what you're saying. Okay, so let me just keep this simple. We'll go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, so now I've got that in a nice arrangement. And what's likely to happen is I'm going to animate this and have it in such a way that they're coming in one by one. Now, as you can see, what Design Ideas has done for you is even asked you might want to consider doing something completely different to what you had, and that's the beauty of Design Ideas. Okay, but I'm going to stick with this circular thing because that's what I want to use. And I click on the smart art design, and then I click on smart art design, and I come to its own sort of like functionality, if you like, and you have different finishes, that makes it pop, if you like, you know, and it's just really showing it in different dimensions almost. You can change the colors. So where I've got all blue, maybe I want something more multicolored, or I want something that they're kind of like going in hues. I scroll down, I might want to have greens instead of blues, that sort of thing. Okay. And I could go as far as even changing them one by one, you know, and I would do that by going into format and clicking on it and saying, I want the shape field to be this. And if I wanted to, I could also change the outline from white to green. There's plenty of options for you to play with there. Okay, so that's how I use Smart Art. And like I said, there are so many ways in which you can do that. You can go back there and even change it. Let's say, for instance, you're looking at it and you're thinking, I don't really like that anymore. You could change the Smart Art itself, although it flips easily depending on what is kind of like pre-laid there. So like, as you can see, when I flipped to that, it didn't quite work. So sometimes it works quite well with flipping from one particular shape to another, and sometimes it just doesn't really do what you want it to do, and you have to start again. But you can see that, with in the most part, that most of them are flipping through and they're changing. So that's Smart Art. Smart Art. And like I said, Smart Art is about you wanting to still incorporate some words, but you wanted to use some imagery as well, and that you could really do that both together using Smart Art design.